Welcome back to the Thompson Broadcast studio at NAB. Our next guest is the Vice President of Business Development for Synamedia, Sabine. Bravo. Thank you so much for joining us. What do you think? We're back at NAB in person.
I know. Finally, after how many couple of years already? It's been great to come out and see everybody in the industry. It's been awesome. Yeah.
I know. It's nice to reconnect in person
exactly.
again.
Yes, definitely. It makes all the difference. It's behind the screens, on the team screen, it's the video screens.
I know.
Not the same.
It's not the same. We've had a lot of fun connecting with folks here back in person at NAB. So tell us a little bit about what Synamedia is working on.
We have a lot of areas in Synamedia. In the video network team, we are really focusing on things of like low latency, also OTT, all the OTT streaming and things of low latency, ad insertion for especially some of the new areas or sporting events or for fast type of use cases of type of environments, and so those are the areas in that part of the organization. We have a lot of innovation that is happening on the edge, which we're doing a lot of on our CDN or our private CDN, which we call it. And in the innovation booth, we have a lot of things with machine learning, AI, to try to predict some traffic predictions and things of that nature. So in that type of looking forward events, we're also looking at 8K type of technologies or technologies like that are beyond on the television side, so everything to do with television, next generation ATSC 3, of course, this is why we're here, next generation television in the distribution area as well. So there's a lot of next gen type of areas that we're looking for to do here.
And Synamedia and Thompson Broadcast have shared a partnership and continue to grow that partnership, don't you?
Yes, definitely, a very good one, yeah. There's a lot of things there. Talking about, leadership is one, especially leadership in the industry. And also, a lot of the partnership side of things is we want to communicate, right? We really needed to communicate to say, okay, end to end, the ATSC 3 solution, what do we do? What's the best way to get the signal all the way through? And Thomson basically really is the one that's coming at the end. It's the last mile where it's getting the signal through to the end, right? So it's very important to get it all the way through the last mile to the user. So partnering with Thomson was a key thing that we needed to do.
And I love hearing that it's such a key partnership. Tell me a little bit more about the value of that partnership, Synamedia and Thompson Broadcast.
Well, Thomson is focused, so their vision, when us communicating, is also focusing on the media cloud scenario, also of the last mile, right? We are the same. So a lot of our solutions, a lot of our forward thinking is looking for things in the cloud. Workflow as a service is a terminology that we've started to introduce, and all of those things we have been working with Thomson into doing that. So they have the same vision that Synamedia does, and going forward. And then from there we said, okay, this is a great partnership. We would go through and say, okay, let's start to make, first of all, work what we have today on-prem. But with Thomson, they've put it one step further. So they've put a channel in the cloud, including our information, our encoding and so forth moving forward. And it's great. And then we can introduce a lot more things, right? A lot more things coming to the industry for ATSC 3.
You mentioned innovation, you mentioned leadership as well, and especially with a partnership like yours, two large companies, like-minded companies like you mentioned, leadership is so important. How do you find the Thompson Broadcast leadership?
Very good, very good. We've again, because of the way they're looking at things and going after things, congratulations on their new acquisition that we've just heard, which is another one, but it's really also, again, going through that mindset of, okay, we've got to shift a little bit of existing on the air or over the air type of solution to something where we can address it differently. And again, the leadership at Thomson has been phenomenal, and basically all of the partners that we've done end to end, I think we've worked all of us together. Not just Thomson, we've done Triveni and others as well, to get everything working in the industry so we can make a difference in the industry.
That's a great segue, because I was just going to ask you how those partnerships, those strategic alliances, they not only strengthen the individual companies, but they really expand the broadcast infrastructure and the broadcast sector as a whole. How does this partnership benefit and grow the broadcast industry?
Right. A lot of the use cases we've mentioned, right? So Synamedia is focusing on ad insertion, on live to file type of areas, and a lot of other workflows where we can bring with Thomson to the market for the ATSC stream solution, right? So for the ATSC solutions, we still have to put those into play. We've done stop muxing, we've done DRM and all those things for ATSC3, but then there's more. There's things after that. There's a lot of different new use cases and more flexible use cases that the cloud brings that we both, Thomson and us together, right, and Synamedia together, can bring it out to the market.
Very exciting. Who knows what's going to be announced next year, right?
Right. That's right. Or what new ways of looking at content will be next year as well, right?
Absolutely. Innovation continues in this industry.
Yes.
Sabine Bravo, thank you so much for joining us.
Sure. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. And we will have much more coming up right here from NAB 2022 in the Thompson Broadcast studio.